What is good? See if this works. Looks like we are live. All right. Well, I am coming in here live to hang out for the next 30 minutes or so. And also just going to give like some updates on school games. We're playing the school games, and we just finished our 3-day Crush It with School challenge, which was really awesome in our school community. And I've been talking to a lot of people in the chats in our community. And thought that I would just go live, answer some questions. I know we've got people who are thinking about joining us for our 90-day Crush It with School Accelerator. And thought I would hop in here. And also, this is new for me, doing lives. I'm actually curious what would happen if I go like this. Oh, I can see myself. And this was actually the real test. And also, this is nice. Shows up live right in school. Okay, cool. If you are here, if you're watching me live, say hello in the chat. I'm going to answer some questions and hang out. I see people are here. Still figuring out this stuff. So if you're here, say hello. And let's get this party started. Can you tell me more about this deal that expires tomorrow? Yes, I can definitely tell you about that. So basically, let me do it this way. We have put together an offer. Hey, Michelle. All right, amazing. And we put together a crazy offer because we are playing in the school games. And this would actually be the third time that we've competed. We've won the first two. And we have found ourselves right on the borderline of winning for a third time. But in order to win, I mean, you're going to have to pick up some serious ground here. And we've only got a day or two to do it. And so, and we kind of planned it this way because we put together an offer of winning for a third time. Nope. But in order to win, I mean, I'm going to have to, we put together an offer for people of this community. And this is the best offer that I could think of. And basically what it is, let me see if I can do this, is I got together with this guy. So Brandon Forbes, he is an amazing coach, business person, man of God, awesome human. And he won school games shortly after we did. And we thought, hey, why don't we get together and put an offer together? And so that's what we did. And it's basically a bonus on top of everything else that we already normally do in our community. But then we tried to sweeten the deal to make it as much of a no-brainer as possible. And so that's why I went out to Brandon Forbes and was like, hey, do you want to come in and help our community? And we thought, hey, what if we got, a small group of committed coaches together and we put them into a private community and we gave them daily actions, we held them accountable, we gave them a clear roadmap, and we coached them for 90 days and showed them exactly how to build a business that can do 5K to 50K per month. And we would help them and support them in doing that. And so that's what we did. And what we've agreed to, what he's coming into, is basically 90 days. There's going to be weekly coaching. Now, you also get access to our community where we already have weekly coaching. So there is accountability coaching. There's win the week calls with me. There's tech calls if you need tech support. And then we're also doing, but there'll be one additional call. And this will be for people who are in this offer. And this will be with Brandon or myself. So lots of support every single week. And then I have created this roadmap because one of the biggest challenges for people is knowing, what's the right next step for me to focus on. If you've been a coach for any length of time or you've joined programs before, a lot of these high ticket programs where you just kind of feel lost and don't know what to do. That doesn't happen for our people because there's a very clear, step-by-step roadmap. And so you'll always know exactly what the right next step is. And if you don't, well, then you just ask us and we'll tell you. Okay. And then these are just some of the courses, but in order to get the fastest results, there are basically what you want to do is, first thing you want to do is develop a high ticket offer. Okay. So this, you would go through our signature offer program. Step by step. And basically what you end up with is a 1-page offer document that you feel clear and you feel confident on, and something that you would feel proud to go show and enroll people in. And so I walk you through the process. I just did a post on this, but when I did this the very first time, I've refined it over the years now, but the very first time I did this, I put one offer on a doc and I ended up selling, it was about a $3,000 offer. I sold 10 clients in 30 days and made my, $30K. And it didn't need to be any more complicated than that. And I feel like a lot of people get hung up on, I got to do all this other stuff. I got to get a logo. I got to get a website. No, you need an offer and you need to help people. And so we have a process to help you with that. Then we are a number one community on this platform. We're a top 1% community on the platform. The way that we do this, let me flip this around. Why our thing works is because there's foundational principles. And what we do, for example, is we have generosity is the growth strategy. So we give a lot of stuff away for free. We help people in advance before they pay us. And as a result of that, we are compensated tenfold. And this is kind of the best marketing trick in the books for online marketing. It is totally in alignment with the way that I want to show up online. It makes building your business pretty easy because you're just in a state of generosity. And if you do that for a little bit of time, you start to build up goodwill and then you get paid. Okay. So the model is basically you create a free community. It's a free community model. And we walk you through exactly all the steps in order to do that. So we'll show you how to build a community. We'll show you how to create a course that enrolls people into, or let's say, pre-frames what it is you do and what it is you can help them with, and has them want to book a call with you. Last month, we booked 122 calls. Imagine you had 122 booked calls on your calendar next month. If you're going from zero, I'm not saying that that's going to happen, but what will make that possible is these 4 things in this course. And so this is how do you set up your free community? How do you create a lead magnet, basically? How do you create a lead magnet? How do you get traffic with ads? And then how do you convert people into your paid program? So this is the second thing that you would do inside of this accelerated program. The third thing is you need traffic. And, we've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars. Forbes has spent over $1 million of his own money, right, running ads. And this is a skill. You're going to have to learn the skill. But man, this is such a game changer. Like if you don't want to create content every day and do the whole, like try to be a social media influencer, ads are definitely like, you need these in your life, in my opinion. All right. Let me just make sure. Hold on. If you are here, say hello, just so I can. What's up, Justino? Yeah, so this is very much an offer that works for anybody if you are just starting or you are scaling all the way to 100 grand a month. Like I have the entire spectrum, but what makes it possible, like why I can say that, is because we have the roadmap and we have a cross-reference. So you should know where you're at in your business, and then based on that, we'll be able to tell you exactly what to focus on next. So if you're just starting, then this is the roadmap for you, right? Create your offer, create a free school. And what would be different here is like you'd probably focus on a warm market list if you had it. But if you don't, what are you going to do? And this is why I would say running ads is the right next step. It's not the only way, but this is a big unlock, and you don't need to spend a ton of money. You can start with $5 a day, $10 a day. We have a guy right now in our program who just started running ads less than 30 days ago, started at $5 a day. Now he's up to $10 a day. And it just closed his second deal from ads. His first one was $1,500, and his second deal, he bumped it to $2,500. So he's already made $4,000, and he spent less than $300 on ads. Okay. So this, right? How do you get traffic? And then included in all of this is like the softwares, which when you're just starting, you don't need to get, you don't need to, anything too crazy here, but you do want to be organized, and you do want to be able to send emails, and you do want to be able to track, how many people are joining your Skool community. Like one of the most valuable things that we have in our business is like a dashboard, right? So I actually know what is happening in my business. Okay. And you get this software for free when you join our community or when you join our program. Another thing that we get people to do right away is our fast cash strategies. So we have, I think it's 12 or 13 posts. Every one of these posts has generated thousands of dollars, some tens of thousands of dollars. The biggest one I ever did was, where was it? It's the feedback post. This one here. I generated $96K with that one post. Am I saying that's going to happen for you? No. But these are proven templates. It depends on audience size and some other things. And my point is like, there's something to think about is the difference between fast cash and like big, slow money or fast money. Big, slow money is what you ultimately want. And that happens when you invest in the time and the money and the energy over a long period of time. And if you do that, that's where you actually get the big money, but that money's slow. And you also need some money to live on now. And so that's where these fast cash strategies come in. And so we do both. We play the long game, we play the short game, and that's the short money. Okay. And then all the bonuses is like you get a year subscription, a year membership in our community where there's weekly coaching. You can ask your questions. I'll answer them with Loom videos, lots of support. But then with this particular offer for the Skool games, we're adding, there's a one-on-one call with me, and like, check this out, right? So we had this dude, AJ, it's somewhere around here, but like AJ came in 8 days ago now. Okay. We had a one-on-one session. He was going to do something totally different with his offer. And it would have been, it would have been an error. I mean, I don't know. There's not really any mistakes. You either learn. But I think he was going to charge like $100 a month. And I was like, no, don't do that way. Like reframe your offer and sell it for 500 or 1,000. And so on the call, that's what we reframed. We reframed his pricing, his framing, and his strategy. I don't know if you can see it, but, and he sold his first $500 a month, client, which basically pays for the program depending on how long he stays for. If that client stays for a year, which we show you how to do, he's going to make, $6,000 from that one client. So you get that. Put my little face back up here. Okay, next thing, you're going to get a call with my content guy. Actually, I see some people logging on. If you're logging on here, say hello. I want to, just while I'm here, I'm going to check something out. I'm live on the YouTubes. Join us. Boing. All right. Sorry. Gotta let people know we're over here. We're live. If you're just joining me live right now, say hello. Make sure my chat bot works. Greetings, Justino. Okay. So the other bonus is you're going to have a session with our content guy, and he will interview you, Alexander. He's a great interviewer. And we'll take that interview, we'll send it to our professional editors, and they will chop it up and they will cut it up into reels that you can put on your Instagram. So why are we doing this? Because we run ads to Instagram or through Instagram, and people will check out your profile. And a lot of people do not have great Instagram profiles, or their content isn't that great. And so we want to make sure that you have a good first impression. So this is why we do this, and we include this in this offer. What's up, Chris? Good to see you. If you got questions, drop them in. I'm here hanging out, playing in the school games, making a crazy offer. And actually, I should, just in case while I'm sharing any of this, it hits you that this is the best deal on the internet, and you're like, yes, I'm ready. I'm ready to say yes to myself. I'm ready to say yes to my business. I'm done struggling. I want help. If you're listening to this and you're like, I'm ready, that's the page. You can go join. This is an offer that expires with the games. And I'm here just answering questions and looking for the small chosen few who are ready to have a massive breakthrough in their life and business. So this bonus is all about upgrading your Instagram profile, your presence on Instagram, something that is like vitally important. Perhaps you're like wondering why people don't buy your thing. And one of the most important pieces, if you understand this, if you understand how to position yourself as an authority in your content or just in your profile and your presence, this is a huge factor in trust. And right now we're in a trust recession, right? Like skepticism is at an all-time high. Trust is at an all-time low. And if you aren't optimizing your profiles and your content to position yourself as a trustworthy authority in your space, then it's going to be very difficult to have any influence, and it's going to be very difficult for you to enroll people into your programs. So anyway, so that's why we have this as part of the bonus to help you with that. I'm new to the whole live on YouTube, but yes, this is live. If you got questions, let them rip. Is this interesting? You guys with me? I think I see some people watching. If you're watching, drop some fire, give me an emoji, give me some energy. Let me know that I'm not just talking to the wind. Okay, so we also have this, right? We have this included. We have got, now another big challenge for people is they get overwhelmed with all of the tech stuff, right? Getting your calendar set up, getting your emails to send, getting your, just the basics. And we will do that for you. Okay, so part of this offer is you get all of our software. So even just that, like you could probably ditch a lot of your other software that costs a bunch of money. This will probably be cheaper and replace a bunch of your offer or a bunch of your software. And so we will do 2 one-on-one tech calls and we will set this up for you. So if you struggle with tech, no more, because we'll set this up for you. Inside of our tech, we have craziest tools. So like I've gone out and sourced the very best. We have an AI marketing assistant. It's GrowthWorks that can help you create your courses in seconds, lead magnets, email sequences, video sales letters, and it's all based on the frameworks that we use for creating really great offers. And basically you plug your offer and your base data in, and this will create everything. It can even create a website for you. But all of your emails, everything. And then all you do is really just edit it to make sure that it fits your language. We have an AI bot that can book appointments for you. Again, all within the backpack. It's everything that you could need. This is more advanced stuff. You don't need this out of the gate, but this is definitely a cool feature. This was like such a, I remember like when I figured out how to do this thing, I was like with my wife on the couch. I'm like, we're just watching the bot book appointments for me. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Having conversations better than me. Okay, what do we got? Chris Gregory's got a question here. Let me see if I can do something here. What happens if I do... Yep, all the content is included in the Quantum Coaches. All the coaching is included. What happens if I... Oh, I'm still new to the... Oh, wait, what's this thing? Oh. I'm learning. I would love to be able to show a chat, but I can't. Well, that's okay. I'll just read it here. So I have 2 people trying to purchase coaching, but the way I'm doing this is not how it goes. My offer is coaching landscapers how to spend more time with their families by being structured. Yeah, so like building structures in your business so that you have more time. Perfect. We can help you with that. Like we can help you sell it we can help you get leads. Let me put it this way. I'm going to just pause here for a second. If you have questions, let them rip. I mean, I'm just hanging out here. But every business, it doesn't matter what you do. If you are a coach, if you are a expert, if you have a skill that would help a particular group of people, or maybe you sell widgets, doesn't matter. Every business needs 5 things. They need to be able to attract the right people. They need to be able to deliver a great experience or product. They need to be able to convert these people into paying customers. They need to be able to nurture their leads, and they need to be able to scale. And so these are the 5 things that inevitably are bottlenecks for people in their business. And these are the 5 things that we help people with. And these are based on sound principles. So even though yours might not look like mine, that's good. It's probably not supposed to. But you're still going to have the 5 main problems that I have to solve as well. So hopefully that is helpful. If you had to guess, what is the new amount of memberships enrolled by members of this new offer? Wait, if you had to guess, what is the new amount of memberships enrolled? Well, like this month, I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that question. Like if I had to guess how many people are going to join this offer, my offer, I think that there's 10 more people somewhere in our world who are going to join. I know we've already had like, well, I don't even know, 29. I think 30. Okay, let me go back in. Hopefully that was helpful. If you have other questions, let them rip. I'm here. Alexander, I didn't see you here, you sneaky guy. Nice. 15. 15 more coming. All right. So we have booking bots. Then, like, here's the cool thing. It's like, we've already built all this stuff for you. We already have the proven templates, the proven automations, So when somebody gets our backpack software, they get everything already built for them. They just have to tweak it to their own brand and their own things. Okay. So for Reclaim Fitness, let me answer this question. I really want to figure out how to bring up the questions. There's got to be a cool way to do that. But all right, I'm not going to get too sidetracked. So to answer your question, this is how it works. Okay, so for every 100 people who come into your community, by the way, there are benchmarks for all of this. So after a certain point, it's like the mystery of how to get clients disappears, and it's now just math. And there are benchmarks for all of these for every part of this process. But right now, if you have a school community, if you run cold traffic directly to the school page, that page should convert between 10 to 30%. Okay, 20% is good. Ours converts at 10%, which is low, like 12%. But then what's interesting with the way that we've set up our school is 20% of the people who join. So if we get 100 people who join our free school community, 20 of them will book a call without much of our manual effort. We do have people who chat with people, but just through their own volition, by going through the process that we've built for them, they will book in a call. And so it's about 20% of the people who join. And then about 20% of those people will become a paying client in some capacity, depending on what you're optimizing for. We also have about 80% show up rate, which is good. And so like those are, once the system's in place, it's like the numbers just are. So that's how our system works. You have a free community, you provide a bunch of value, you invite people to hop on a call with you, you help them some more, you say, do you want to look what my offer looks like? And you enroll them in your program. Does that make sense? That answer that question? Okay, so this offer, like just basically thinking like, can we give you everything that you would need to start or scale a coaching business? And if you go through this, I know sometimes like the total value, $1 gazillion, but like no BS here. Let's just like break it down. You get 2 school game winners for 90 days where you can pick their brains. We're going to give you the clear roadmap. We've already won. If you look at the 2 school community, like, let me show you something. I'm just showing you this in case you're wondering, like, oh, is this guy full of... Somebody just sent me a message the other day, like, I just bought a program and it was garbage. like, here's a cool thing about Skool. Like, in the arena of like a trust recession, right? One of the things that Skool is doing really well is like making things fully transparent. So you can see like who's actually good. But if you look at this, so all-time users, monthly recurring revenue generated, we are 25th on the platform at 46K. But here's something interesting. This is 46K in monthly recurring revenue. But here's something more interesting. We have 2 communities. And if you go 35 plus 46, what is that? 80? We're in the top 10 for monthly recurring revenue generated on this platform. Like, we don't have one community, we have 2 communities. We know how to do this. We've been doing this for a while. And also, we're about to win the Skool Games for the 3rd time because we're going to make a crazy offer. We're doing it right now. And I want to invite you, if you're digging this and you're like, this is amazing, I want help from the best, then join us. Okay. So let me go over this. What's all included? Okay, so 90-day accelerator. This alone is worth everything. Like, forget everything else. Just this one piece is worth the entire investment for sure. But in addition to getting everything inside of this accelerator with 2 Skool Games winners, you're going to get the key courses, which is how to build signature offer course, how to learn how to do ads course, and then you're going to get, this is actually the wrong price. So if you wanted just the backpack, this is $299 a month, so $3,600, but whatever, I messed up. Okay, I said it was $497, but that's actually $3,000. But whatever. My point is, there's also, all of the fast cash strategies. So if like what is the pop quiz? Let me ask this question in the chat. You guys let me know. What is the price of your program? What do you charge for the thing that you sell? Like, what do you charge? Do you charge $1,000? Do you charge 2,000, 10,000? Drop it in the chat. Let me know. What is the price of the thing that you charge for? It is $999 a month, but there's a caveat to that. So stick around for 1 second. Let me get to the price. Because you also get 12. So the fast cash strategies, those are there. If you land one client, you're going to pay for this. Okay. But then you also get 12 months of coaching and support inside our community. You get a one-on-one session with me where we'll map your road plan. You get a content session to upgrade your Instagram. You get 2 one-on-one sessions to set up all your tech, 12 months of all of the software, 12 months of all of the AI software, and all of our pre-built templates, workflows, and automations. And this is classic, right? Not $25,000, not $10,000, not $5,000. But it's not $999 a month. It's 3 payments of $999, and then you're done. And then you get to get coaching for a year. Basically what you're doing is you're paying. Our community is normally $299 a month, and if you pay for it annually, it's $2,997 for just the community. Forget all the bonuses. Forget all the other stuff. And we decided instead of paying annually, we'll even split that up into 3. So it's 3 payments of $999. My rate, so I'm still trying to figure that out. We'll help you figure that out. We'll help you figure that out in the first day. Like the first week, you're definitely going to have a clear offer with a clear price written out in a clear, cohesive, one-page document that you can go out into the market the next day and go sell it. Which is good for my rate has been $997 for course, also weekly meetups. I've only had 3 purchases. I manually sent Stripe in DM. Yeah, that's great. Here's the thing is like people are not going to buy your, like people buy, and I can go into a bit of detail here, but people don't want to buy a course. They want to buy an outcome. And courses, so I used to work with a guy, maybe you know him, but his name's Mark Groves, runs a 7-figure, he ran a 7-figure course, primarily business. And we did all of the funnels and we looked at the ads and we saw behind the scenes of a 7-figure course-based business. And just over time, the margins got smaller and smaller and smaller. And there's one caveat with this. Like a lot of people are doing this in the wrong way, is you have to start with, if you don't have a massive audience, it's very difficult to sell like low ticket offers. So we always have this thing that's like where you build it down and you scale it up. So the place to start, if you're already an expert and you already have a course, it's easier to sell the course, the community, and coaching as a package that are just the support mechanisms to help you with an outcome. And we'll show you how to frame all of this, but it's like $999 is great as a like entry level program. But in terms of pricing, if you're a coach and you're delivering a service that helps people create a transformation, here's some benchmarks. $1,500 should be a baseline if you're coaching. Then you go $3,000, then you go $6,000, and it's not arbitrary. It's because you've gotten it better. You have demand in the market. There's a product market fit. There's like times when you raise the prices, right? And then you have choices at that point where you go into a group program or you create a low ticket membership because the demand is there, not because you think that that's like the great idea. There's like, do the right thing in your business at the right time, and too many people are doing the right thing at the wrong time and wondering why it isn't working. So it doesn't need to be, it can be high ticket, it can be low ticket. Like the offer, if you're just starting and you don't know, like you were saying before, it's like we would help you create where you want to shoot for first is a 3K offer. If you don't feel confident with the 3K offer, then you start at 1,500. And then a really easy way to think about this is if, let's say you're like an offer, I'm going to work with you for 90 days and I'm going to help you get this outcome. Okay. Then if your offer is $1,500, you say it's $1,500 or it's 3 payments of $500. Like there's no, if you're clear on what your offer is and you can actually help somebody with that, there's no reason you can't make that offer. For $500 to $1,000 a month for coaching is very easy offer. And it's like, how many clients do you need to hit your goals? Not too many. What if you want to do online coaching and programs, but don't have that beautiful aesthetic look for your background and you're already shy to be on camera? Yeah, great question. If you're shy to be on camera, great. So like one of the cool things about working with me, with us is we have the systems and the strategies, but I'm going to tell you that like this is the small game. Okay. We're playing the bigger game here with what we're doing. And what that looks like is we're helping people become the highest version of themselves. And we're doing that through the vehicle of entrepreneurship and coaching. And so if you feel shy or you have fear or you're scared of being seen, which a lot of coaches and experts are, it's like, great. You can try and covert that by creating like a faceless channel or something like that. Or you could lean in and be like, well, why is that? And how would I become a fuller expression? How would I overcome that fear? How would I be the next best version of myself that didn't give two poops about showing up online, being live? I mean, this is like, when I go live, I'm like, I don't even know what I'm doing here. I'm like I'm figuring it out as I go. But I have done that so many times, like not going live. This is new, but I have done the uncomfortable thing so many times that it's like, I'm okay to be uncomfortable. I'll figure it out. And so that's like where the biggest, all the coaches that we've worked with, that's the biggest transformation thing, is like they do the uncomfortable thing, or they get the skill set that allows them to, and they have big breakthroughs. And then in terms of creating content or like being on camera or like having a camera like this, I would just do it like this. This is a Loom video, right? Create some slides, do a Loom video. This is a great way to do courses. And again, it's like making sure that you're paying attention to the right thing, which is not about the aesthetics. It's not about looking good. It's not about any of that stuff. It's about delivering an exceptional experience for the people who want to work with you. That's the only thing that matters in the beginning. And then it's about marketing and conveying what it is you do. I did not know that I could go live and stream it into Skool either until I just... Are you watching in Skool too? Like, this is like a new thing. I had to get kind of creative in here. What's up, Dr. Falaki? I think it's live, right? Like it just goes live. Anyway, okay. Okay. Thank you. It's all overwhelming, and I may not be up to par to many of your high-achieving clients. I mean, the overwhelming piece I get. It's overwhelming. I mean, what makes it overwhelming is when you don't have clarity on what's the one right next step to do. That's it. That's the only thing that makes it overwhelming. And we give you the roadmap so that doesn't happen. Mayfun, I'm only charging $37 a month for my paid community. I'm very not sure if I can make my investment back. Yeah, so I would be looking at a different structure, Mayfun. If you have a large audience, like how large is your email list, Instagram, YouTube? Here's a correlation that a lot of people are going to get this wrong. I am here to save people from this mistake. So Skool is primarily, like if you look on the leaderboard or you look at what people are doing, a lot of them have these communities for like 47 to, let's say even mine, like $2.99 a month, which is high. Okay, but if you look at who's actually successful, there's a correlation between audience size and price of offer or community. So if you have a big audience, then you can charge $37 a month because you have so many people. If you do not have a large audience, you have to charge higher for your service or your offer so that you can actually make some money and it not be, like a hobby. Does that make sense? your price is correlated to your audience size. And then as your audience grows, for the community part, you can, I would still just keep the price. I would keep raising the prices until you get to a certain level. Then you can flip the script. And what we do is we say one community, basically a 2-tier community is how we frame it. And it's one high ticket and one low ticket. This is intimate, high touch. This is scalable. The 2-tier community is the magic sauce for building a business that actually has scale and freedom. If you are looking for clarity, we can give you that. All right. So here's the thing. This offer disappears forever. Never have an offer like this again in like a couple days or tomorrow. Sorry, a couple days. Made that mistake the first time. 77K on Instagram. Okay, that's good. Because the community was priced that way already, I don't know if I raise it sharply would be okay. What I would do, Mayfun, is instead of doing, so basically the system is this, where you have a free community and then you have like a paid. 77K followers is great. What I would just do then is instead of the free, I would make it 37. So you can kind of do like IG is free, 37. But then where you make the money is you have to have something over here that you can charge $500 to $1,000 a month. If you have that, then everything becomes like way more profitable, way easier to actually build the business. And this all stems from the idea of building down and then scaling up. If you're trying to like make, good money with just a $37 offer, it's very hard. You have to work really hard to make any decent profit. But if you have two, if you have a low ticket and a high ticket, well, now it's a lot easier. Yeah, so like on the one-on-one call with me, we would map out your exact strategy. So that's the main benefit of that one-on-one call is like, I basically on the one-on-one call, I give you, before the call, there's a big form that you fill out. And then that gives me all of the context so that we can get the most out of our time together. And on that call, you'll be really clear what to focus on, where to go for the 90 days, and basically what's the pricing, what's the strategy, and how to execute. Like I want to get like a ton of really great case studies in the next 90 days with the people who join us in this program. I'm really committed to that. And like for most people, if you have a monetizable skill and you have something that you can charge $500 to $1,000 a month, right? And you sell a 90-day program, I only need to help you get 1 or 2 clients to pay for the entire thing in 90 days. But then you also get an entire year of coaching and support and growth of your business and all of the softwares and everything else. So I don't know how to make any better of an offer. That's the best offer that I can do. And if you feel aligned with my vibe, with Skool, with the way that we focus on not just the system and the strategy, but we also give you the mindset, then join us. Because November. So the first onboarding call is going to be November 6th. And we're going to take a small group of committed people and we're going to help them crush. And they're going to start 2025 off with the best year in business. And I'm excited for it. So if you're watching this and you want to join us, just go ahead, join there. And actually, let me do something else, okay? Let's reduce all the risk, because maybe you're new here. Maybe you haven't, maybe you're like, oh, I think so, but I'm not sure. Let's just reduce all the risk. And let's just say, included as well, you can come in risk-free for 14 days. So if you invest, you come in, you go through our content, and for whatever reason in the first 14 days, you're like, this isn't for me, or I don't have the time, or whatever. If the little gremlins and the excuses come up and you're like, I want to back out, I want a refund, no problem. We'll give you a refund. I'm not interested in like just keeping your money, or it's like I'm here for the people who want to transform their own life and then transform their lives of their clients. So completely risk-free. You can join, you make the commitment to yourself, you're going to get access to everything. And after 14 days, if it's not like the best thing, or if you get sick of my Canadian accent or whatever, just ask for a refund. We'll give you a full refund. No worries. No questions asked even. Okay. So I don't know how to make any better of an offer. I'm dropping it one more time in here. If you have questions, go ahead, ask away. I am here. I'm going to stick around for another 8 minutes and answer questions. And let's see who's ready. Just joined the live. What's up, James? Tried applying in the past, but wasn't qualified. You're more focused on health practitioners. This is still the case. Great question. So we kind of expanded, not just health practitioners anymore. So we are expanding as we went quantum with our recent brand shift. And we also now have two very distinguished, we have an inner circle program, which is for more people who are already doing $5,000, $10,000 a month. And then we have our community, and this is kind of right in the middle. So if you are anywhere between 0 to 10K per month, this is like an amazing opportunity to get in right now. And it is for it as long as you have a monetizable skill set. Okay, so if you have a skill set, or you have knowledge that you just need to commoditize, then this is a great fit for you. All right, Chris, let's go. Let's get you transformed then. In the beginning, if you are like, I think you mentioned you have like 3 clients, it's like, I almost want you doing no tech. Okay, I need you to set up 4 things for me. I need you to set up a way to get paid, a way to send emails, a way to book calls, and a way to get leads, right? Leads, calls, emails, and payment. You need 4 things. That's it. That's all the tech I want you doing. But don't get hung up on the tech. Go talk to people, and I'm going to help you, show you how to do that, and then go make some sales. So get in here. I'm just going to keep dropping this link until you guys get in. And when you get in, be like, I'm in. I'm ready to change my life. Let's go. I'm ready to change my business. I am tired of effing around. I'm ready to take it seriously. What's up, Viral Podcast? I found your group through an ad that was talking to coaches that are more spiritual. But then in the free course, you mentioned you want to stay away from spiritual offers. Can you expand on that? Yeah. Thanks for asking. So I believe what I am doing, what I'm offering, is a divine offering. I believe that I am here only because there is something way greater than me that I'm trying to get out of my own way as much as possible and have that spirit use me to transform the lives of the people who are attracted to this message and vibration and frequency. And what people are going to pay me for in the tangible world, that is where commerce happens and money trades hands, is there has to be things that are tangible. Or it doesn't have to be, but it's a lot easier to sell things that people can see and touch and feel and have. And so on one level, I help people get more calls, clients, and cash. Why? Because those are all tangible. Those are things that I can quantify, and I can say, here you go. Here's some things that I helped you with that you can see, touch, and have. But what am I actually doing? I'm helping you become, I'm helping you remember, I'm helping you connect in with the infinite being that you are. So it's a both and thing. It's spiritual and it's in the realm. I'm in this world, I'm not of it. I don't know if that's making any sense, and I feel like my arm is doing loops, but does that answer that question? You can bring your spiritual gifts to the world, but you also have to understand this one truth, which is messed up, but it's like, it just is the way it is because of whatever, because of, we have this monetary system that's now in place. I used to be a financial planner for background context, but it's like everything that is truly valuable, you got for free. Your mind, your spirit, your life, your breath, your love, your relationships, everything you got for free. Everything that's truly valuable. But the things that people tend to place value on are the things that they pay money for. My house, the cars, the things. So we have this warped relationship until you understand that there's two different worlds and you are operating in two different worlds at the same time. And then you understand that this one has laws and this one has laws. And then you understand how to work in this world with these laws, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm free. Does that make sense? I just closed my eyes and rip in here, but does that answer that question, Viral Podcast? Last question. Can high ticket and low ticket offer all come from the same Instagram? Yes. In fact, look at how we're doing it. I only have one offer. I actually only have one offer. The difference is I have different levels of service and access, but the things that I'm coaching and teaching on are all the same thing. And people pay different levels for proximity, and they pay for speed of the result. Okay, so somebody in my free community has to sift through all of the free content and figure out if this is the right thing for them at the right time. If you come into our low ticket community, you get the clear roadmap. And if you get into our inner circle, I'm going to take you in person for 5 days, transform your life, and you have access to me 24/7. Ask me questions and I'll help you write the email, do the chat, make the sale, and you'll get results way faster. So people pay for the speed. James Shen, I'm a marketer with 10 years. Let me know if that makes sense, Mayfun. So the way that you structure your offer is really important. I'm a marketer with 10 years experience that wants to teach lead gen and community as a service. Nice. I like that. Is that something I can build with you? That's a great thing. I would love to help you. You're the easiest person for me to help because I'm a marketer. I know how to do this. I really like the idea of community as a service. That's cool. Yes. Link dropped. Get in there. Let me help you. It does, but it seems like I just have to switch my message about getting clients just to get client and doesn't feel like it's authentic. Seems like everyone in the coaching industry is just doing the same thing. Feel like I'm having a block around this after being in the industry for over 10 years. What is it that you coach people on? Yes. May funds in. Let's go. Excited to work with you. Welcome. Welcome to the other side. Viral podcast. Tell me a little bit more about, like, what do you do? Who do you help? What do you do? Here's a belief that I have about this. Okay. I believe that if you're a coach, you've probably gone through some shit. If you're an entrepreneur, you've probably gone through some shit. And you've been beautifully equipped with a nervous system and a mind that is equipped for being an entrepreneur. And in that, sometimes it can feel like everybody's saying the same thing, but nobody is saying it. Nobody has the exact experience that you have. Nobody sees the world the exact way that you do. Nobody can do the thing that, like, there are a million people who coach marketing, who coach spirituality, but nobody's saying it like me. No, even though you might look at it and be like, oh yeah, you sound like all the other guys. Like, maybe to you, but I know that my signal is uniquely mine. And I can only work with a handful of people that I'm here to work with. And those people are going to hear my voice. Those people are going to align with me. I'm not thinking about whatever. That person's doing their thing. That person's doing their thing. I'm not playing that game. I'm here to serve a very specific number of people that only I can help. Nobody else can. I'm here to help those people. That coach there is there to help those people. And there's billions of people, right? And in order to build like a good business, you need like 100 people. Okay, so it's like you do not need that many clients and people to build a beautiful life for yourself. I don't know if that is answer. So what's authentic? It's like you just being really clear on, like, here's my truth. Here I am. And there's like a pathway where, like, first it's clarity. That clarity gives you confidence. The confidence is attractive, so you start to connect with other people who are vibing with you. And then the connections lead to chat conversations, which lead to calls, which leads to clients, which leads to cash. There's a process that happens. So it sounds like, to me, what's missing is like clarity on your uniqueness and your unique offerings. And it sounds like also there might be like some, like, one, it's like I've been in the business, so I see everything. And then number two is like, yeah, like looking at what other people are doing. Who cares what other people are doing? I don't know. End of rant. Okay. Where are we at? We still got some people here. We got people here. What's up? Don't make me sing. Don't make me sing. On our group call today, I was talking about my traumatic childhood experience where I sang in front of my school and my voice cracked, singing Third Eye Blind, Semi-Charmed Kind of Life. Never sang again. Apparently, until I found YouTube Live. What's up, Peter Hoffman? Oh, I think. Yo, wait. I just heard somebody come in. Chris Gregory, you did it. Nice, buddy. Welcome. Peter Hoffman. Hey, Dan. What if you want to join, but you're not ready to dive in until December or January? Also, I don't have an online course platform set up. Maybe I missed, but what do you recommend for that? So, great question. So everything is basically, think of it this way. You join up today, you have an entire year. But by joining up today, you're going to get bonuses that like won't exist if you join later. And you can do these bonuses whenever, at any point. Like in the next year, at any point, you can use these bonuses. The only difference is the 90-day accelerator is going to be, that's going to start in November. But all of those will be recorded. And I'm like, basically what I'm doing with that accelerator is stream like as much as possible, just the bare bones basics, like as simple as possible, just do these things. But if I was you and I was looking at this offer and like what is here, then I would join today and I would not do the accelerator if you don't have the capacity for it. And I would come back whenever works for you. And I would go back. That would be the first course content that I would go through is the accelerator. Because it's going to be, we're going to build it as we go. And it's going to be the most streamlined path for building a free community funnel. And if you join and you wanted to talk about it and like hop on your, do your one-on-one call with me, I can help you map out that plan specifically for you. And after, at the end of that call, if you're like, actually doesn't make sense, or you can't commit or anything like that, I'll give you a refund. Yeah. But it's like, I don't know how to say in any other way, like that this is the best offer that is going to exist if you're a coach anywhere between 0 to 10K per month and you want a year of support. Like all I have to do is help you make 1 or 2 sales and it pays for itself for an entire year. So, like I literally, AJ came in 7 days later, did that for him. I'm pumped to, have the one-on-one calls with people because it's like, if you have a monetizable skill set, I can help you. And whether you want to do that in November, December, January, whenever works for you, I'm good. So that would be my coaching around that. I don't know if that answers that question, but like for sure what happens is tomorrow, these bonuses disappear. Chris Gregory, he's in. May is in. Peter Hoffman, are you in? Do you guys have questions about this offer? What else? Dropping bombs, answering questions. Still got some people on here. I'm having fun. You guys having fun? I love this. Let's just like, earlier today, I'm just like, I am present to the bigness of life. I am holding the possibility of just ginormous transformation, abundance, possibility. You come into my world, just like come close. Come close. It's contagious. Get in here. The collective is strong. Quantum party. I'm gonna stay on for a little bit. My daughters aren't home yet from gymnastics, and I'm having fun. I'm gonna let these people know. I'm gonna send a little message in here. What do we got? What do we got here? We got more questions. Yo, Lucas in the house. This is USD, baby. I live in Canada, but I don't use that monopoly money. I used to be I think actually every Skool community is USD. We run everything through Skool. Good question. Do you have other questions? Let me drop a little here. I'm going to take you guys on my little journey. Yeah. Lucas. Ask your questions. I'm here for it. Are you joining me live? We are having a quantum party on YouTube. Let's go. If you have questions about, you can ask me questions about my offer. Oh, and I think this is a little trick with getting it to show up in Skool, is you have to put watch. watch. There we go. And then we put this in here, and it should. Let's go. Hang in for the next, I don't know, 20 minutes. All right. What's up? Hanging out. You got questions? What do we got here? Party time. Would being in Australia affect coachability? Great question. Australia, super weird timing. We have some people who wake up at like 4 a.m. for some of our calls. So I like the answer is like yes. There's obviously like it's uncomfortable probably. Like let's see what time is 11 a.m. in Australia. 11 a.m. PST in Australia. 5 a.m. Okay, and maybe it's in Adelaide. I'm not sure which part of Australia. But let me tell you this. So we know that lots of people can't come, whatever. They live busy lives. Maybe they live on the other side of the world. But one of the things that we do in our community, that I do, is every Friday in our paid community, which you will get access to, I do this thing, coaching, Loom. Loom coaching. Loom coaching with Dan. So this was 3 days ago. And there's a framework, right? Ask your question. My current desire, my desired situation is, the problem I have, my question is, and you can ask this question and then I will shoot you a Loom video and this was a 14-minute video. Like, damn. But this is actually going to be a good training for the entire community. So I love it when people ask good questions because then the whole community wins. And I will spend time creating resources that will help the community. So that's like, that's what I would say to that. Does that impact coachability? Like, I am here for you. And I'm going to help you. I will meet you. Your level of commitment, I will match you. So, Australia, get in there. Okay, Lucas, what was this question? How would this incorporate to an MRR offer? Great question. So like the way that I think of MRR is there are a number of different ways that you can create an MRR offer, but this would be the order of offers that I think you would create. Number one is you create a hero offer. This is an offer that delivers an immediate result. Is something that you can do in 90 days. You might call this like a hero offer. And it's like the core offer, the core thing that you can provide for people. And after 90 days, you would have a continuation offer, right? So you have an offer that is usually a little bit less money and maybe a little bit less one-to-one or like less time, but they continue to work with you ongoingly. This is the easiest way to create monthly recurring is you have one offer that's a little bit higher ticket. Then at the end of 90 days, you continue to support them in their goals and efforts. You can build up a beautiful business just doing that. And then you'll start to, then the next problem emerges, which is I don't have time for all of the one-on-one and all of the things. In which case, at that point, you start to add in a community offer where it's one-on-one plus community. And let's say that you worked with people like every week. This is just an example. There's lots of different ways to cut this up. But let's say you worked with them every week. Now you add one community call and you work with people bi-weekly. And just like that, you've just freed up half of your time. But you can do that because you have people who are paying you money. You have clients. They're also helping you develop all of the curriculum, which makes for transitioning to a community or a course or a lower ticket offer easier. And a lot of people do this wrong. I did it wrong when I was starting. I was getting married to my wife, and I had this, when we were traveling, I was like, oh, babe, it's going to be great. I'm going to make a course. It's called The Course in Conscious Wealth. We can travel Europe, and we could just travel forever because I'm going to make passive income from my course. I didn't sell any of them. What I did was I had this whole course, and then I was like, oh, I'm going to just sell this as like a higher ticket one-on-one. And I did that for a couple. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to sell this as a group program. And then I did it the right way. I built it down and scaled it up. I don't know if that answers that question or not, but like there is an order of ways that you build out these offers. And the reason being is because you want to get paid to build the thing that scales. In the beginning, you got to do the things that aren't scalable. And you want to get paid to do that. Because like if you don't have cash coming in, like a lot of businesses never get off the ground because they're doing the right thing at the wrong time. This is like maybe the biggest thing that I can help people with. Because you need money coming in. If money doesn't come in, everything stops. And the way that we look at it is like, what's the bottleneck in your businesses? Right? And then we unlock the bottlenecks. And if the first bottleneck is usually like money, it's like you don't need anything fancy to fix that bottleneck. You need a good offer. You need to be able to help people. You need to talk to people. That's it. And then you start working with people. And then you start to build things at scale. That makes sense? Am I making sense here? So the MRR, the easiest MRR offer in the world. I'm going to help you for 90 days, and I'm going to charge you $1,500 or $3,000. And at the end of 90 days, you'll have these results, or I'll have helped you with this. And at the end of 90 days, you'll have a better idea if we want to keep working together or not. You charge $500 for a thing, or $1,000 for a thing. You get 10 or 20 clients. You're making $10K a month, $20K a month if you do it the other way. And you just got a small group of people who are paying you $500 and you just serve them like crazy. That's what I would do if I was starting over from nothing. Is I would just create an offer that was $1,000 a month, and I would just be like, "Can I help you?" And I'll help you for 90 days. I'll show you what I'm great at and that I can help you. And at the end of 90 days, you tell me if you want to keep working together or not. And then I would reduce the risk even less. And I would say, but even if like at the end of 30 days, if you don't see the value, then we can just stop there after 30 days. Why don't you just give it a try? Let me help you. And we have clients who've stuck around for 3 years. People are so focused on like the lifetime value of a client is vital, which how do you do that? Well, it comes from creating a really great offer and caring about people. That's it. All right. I'm going to pull up my offer again in case there's some people who are new here. Haven't seen it. Let's give some shout outs. Chris Gregory, May in the house. Love to see it. If you are on the fence, just get in there. There's literally no risk. I'm even adding a 14-day money-back guarantee. All right, I'm going to bring this puppy home. If you are here and you have a question, ask it. I mean, this offer is disappearing. We are playing in the school games, and when the school games are over, this offer disappears. All right, so what is in this offer? November 6th is the onboarding call for this, but as soon as you join, you're going to get instant access to all of the things. Okay, you're going to get access to everything that I'm going to show you here in a second. But on November 6th, for 90 days, you're going to get me and Brandon Forbes holding you accountable with a clear step-by-step system for building out a client-getting community. This is the most generous model I have seen. It also makes business fun. All right, so we're going to show you how to do it, and you're going to get to learn from 2 school games winners. I have won the school games twice. Oh, actually, hold on. Pause for 1 second. Should we just, some people came in. How are we doing? Live leaderboard. Oh, we still got some work to do, guys. We're gaining, but I'm looking for where are my people at? You know, where are my people who want to transform? This is kind of it's kind of a meta thing, but this is the way this is the best way. You know, I'm going to help you, and you're also going to help me. It's beautiful win-win. Okay, so I'm going to help you by supporting you for 90 days and an entire year afterward, like an entire year. You're going to get weekly, almost daily coaching, tech calls on Friday, momentum calls with me on Monday, accountability calls with Yali. And then we're going to have, for 90 days, you're going to get Brandon Forbes and myself teaching you about ads and building school communities. You're going to get a clear step-by-step roadmap, how to implement every step of your business, every step of your system based on where you're at in your business. So you're never going to wonder about what should I do next. I'll be able to tell you. If you ask a question in the community, say like, I'm lost, I don't know what to focus on, I'll be able to tell you, go do this based on where you're at. Okay, so there's the clear roadmap. This one thing alone should, like, all of the overwhelm that exists in the world for online coaches is like melts when you have a clear roadmap that actually works. Okay, so you're going to get that. The core in the first 90 days, the first 3 programs that we're going to have you do is the signature offer. You need to get that offer dialed in on one page, super simple, where you feel clear and you feel confident to go and share it with the world. Then you need a system that's a generous model where you are going to create a community, which, by the way, like, what is this? What are we really doing? This is as old as time. We're just using Skool to do it. This is a lead magnet. And you're just using Skool because the software is simple to use and it makes it fun. Okay, but it's the same basic principles of online marketing, which is I'm going to create something super valuable and I'm going to give it away for free. I'm going to show people that I can help them by actually helping them in advance. And I'm going to do it in community. And I'm going to get traffic there by running ads. And I'm going to convert people who are ready to work with me. And we have this step-by-step course. So this is the second thing that you're going to build. Third thing, you're going to learn the skill of running ads. And Brandon Forbes is going to show you, and I'll show you. I mean, he's spent closer to $1 million. I've spent over $100,000 of my own money on my own ads. I've spent a lot more of that of other people's money on their ads. But we'll show you how to do this. This is like, I think this is like the best skill that you could learn. If you learn how to advertise and market, I mean, you don't really have to worry about stuff. Oh, sorry. I'm just seeing, I was getting into it. So I see some other questions here. I would love to win my own school game. Let's go. I would love to help you win the school games. Okay, if I'm looking to have MRR as the loss leader, that's still 98% profit to then lead into the hero offer for as much as a high ticket MRR. EAC Real Estate Investor Forum, 15,000. Like, So if you want to do MRR as the loss, like I would start, if you're just starting, I would just do free, because the low ticket, basically, so for example, let's say you have free and then you have a community that's like $7 or something. You're going to get like first, one of the rules of thumb that I use is like first get the flood and then add the friction. Okay, so if you are just starting and you don't have like a huge audience or a bunch of leads, the first thing you actually need to do is get the flood. And to get the flood, you want to be able to test different hooks, different marketing message. You want to find the market product fit. And the easiest way to do that would be with just like a free community. And then when you find the fit and you get the flood of leads, then add friction, because you're going to need to do quality. This is when you need to start filtering for quality. But don't put friction before you've got the flood, because you're just creating a dam for yourself. If that makes sense. So I would start free, find the product market fit with the low ticket, and then flip it to a paid. All right. Then with this offer, going back into it, basically, this is how I think about it. Is like, so we have this software stack that if you just purchased the basic version of it, it would cost $299 a month. But we've stacked this thing with like Lambo level. Like if it was a car, it would have like the crazy, I'm not a car guy, but exhausts and I don't even know. I'm not even going to pretend, but it's like a Lambo of software stacks. Okay. But just the basic version of it would cost $299 a month. So $3,600 a year. Just like the pure basic without any of the extras. All right. And that's basically the cost of this offer, is just for this. That's fully decked with like tech support, and one-on-one access. They'll hop on Loom videos, onboarding sessions. Okay, you get all of our cash strategies that have generated hundreds of thousands of dollars. You'll get instantly 12 different posts that all work depending on stage of business. You get an entire year inside of Quantum Coaches. Okay, so an entire year of coaching and support. You get a one-on-one call with me where the last guy that did this made his investment back in 7 days. You're going to get done-for-you content to boost the authority on your Instagram page. You're going to do a content session with my guy, and he's going to give you 9 done-for-you reels to update and give you some authority on Instagram. You're going to get 2 one-on-one calls to set up all of your tech done for you. You get our AI Growth Works. This alone is $2,400 a year. This will help you create any marketing asset that you need. Honestly, I find it's like almost too much. Crazy tool, but it's wild. These 2 things I would say are a little bit more advanced. So there's like a booking bot that you can build, an AI booking bot. This thing blew my mind. But again, that's loaded into our backpack that just comes with it. And then all of our proven templates, funnels, automations that I've spent the last 5 years building for my own business, you can just have everything that you could possibly need to start or scale your online coaching business. Okay. Craziest stack. We are only doing this because of the Skool games. I am going to drop this link one last time. And I'm going to switch my screen around one last time. And I am going to wait for any last questions. And I'm going to wonder who is coming in. I'm going to move us up this leaderboard right now so that I can thank and acknowledge. and then totally rock your world and transform your entire life and your business when you come in here? That's what I want to know. Who is coming in next? And if you're like, oh, I'm on the fence, or I don't know, this, whatever. What is the thing that is preventing you from saying yes? And maybe it's just like it's not a fit, in which case, cool. I am less interested in like just enrolling anybody for the sake of enrolling people. What I am committed to is empowered yeses. Full fuck yeses, full fuck no's. Own it. If you have a question that you need to ask in order to make that decision, ask it. I'm here, but I'm logging off. All right. Cool. Oh, I see. All right, homies. I can see my people. Let me finish up. All right, no more chats coming in. In which case, I'm going to end this call right now. But thank you for being here. May, who do we have here? Let's give a little shout out to the people. Chris, what's up, dude? Welcome. May, amazing. Let's get you into the school games. Pumped to help you out. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Let's go. School games is on. Have a great day, everybody. Let's go, Lucas. I'm going to see you in there. Let's go.